You are being sold a lie about season 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The network wants you to believe that fashion icon Rachel Zoe is joining the cast to bring glamour, vintage Chanel, and lighthearted fun back to a franchise that has become too dark. That is the expectation, but the reality is much darker, much more calculated, and completely driven by a desperate need for liquid cash. The truth is that Rachel Zoe isn't joining a reality show in 2025 because she wants a career evolution. She's joining because her 26-year empire is currently fracturing in a high-stakes divorce, and she needs a paycheck that isn't tied to the business she built with her soon-to-be ex-husband. Welcome to Drama Drip. Today, we are ignoring the press releases and following the money. We are going to answer 3 critical questions that Bravo is trying to edit out of the show. 1. Why did Rachel Zoe finally sign the contract after saying no to Andy Cohen for over a decade? 2. How is Kyle Richards actively using her ex-husband, Mauricio, to manipulate the season's storyline and deflect from her own scandals? And 3. What do the court filings in the Kemsley divorce reveal the real timeline of their separation? We have the filing dates, the interview transcripts, and the financial history that explains why this season is actually a battle for survival. Let's start with the most shocking piece of evidence regarding the Queen of Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards. The narrative right now is that Kyle is exhausted and just trying to navigate a difficult transition in her life. But the reality is that Kyle Richards is the unspoken producer of this show, and she is weaponizing her own family trauma to control the narrative. Here is the rehook. While everyone is focused on Kyle's friendship with country singer Morgan Wade, you missed the strategic chess move Kyle made with her ex-husband, Mauricio Umansky, just weeks before filming began. According to a report from TV Line on November 14, 2025, production sources confirmed that Kyle Richards personally facilitated a private, on-camera meeting between her estranged husband, Mauricio, and her newly single co-star, Dorit. Let's pause and look at the timeline, because dates do not lie. For the last 2 years, Kyle has been furious at anyone who speculated about her marriage. She shut down conversations, she screamed at Sutton Strack, and she refused to be transparent. Yet, suddenly, right as cameras go up for season 15, she's the one serving up her ex-husband on a silver platter to film with Dorit. Why? The answer lies in a strategy known as the deflection shield. If you look back at the history of the show, Kyle always ensures there's a bigger, messier storyline than her own. In the early seasons, it was her sister Kim's sobriety. Then, it was Lisa Vanderpump's puppygate. Last year, it was the relentless attack on Sutton's esophagus issues. This year, Kyle knows she has no shield left. Kathy Hilton isn't there to fight with. Lisa Rinna is gone. So Kyle has manufactured a scenario where the audience will be obsessed with the dynamic between Mauricio and Dorit. By pushing them together to discuss their mutual divorces, she creates a will they or won't they tension that eats up airtime. Per Reality Tea on August 14, 2025, Kyle went on Amazon Live and claimed filming was so stressful. But if you analyze her actions, she's the one creating the stress. She needs the heat on Dorit and Mauricio so that nobody asks Kyle the hard questions about her own living situation or her alleged plans to move to Nashville full-time. She is not a victim of this season, she is the architect of it. But Kyle isn't the only one playing a financial game. This brings us to the headline event, Rachel Zoe. The expectation is that Rachel Zoe is simply a friend of Kyle who fits naturally into the group. The reality is that this casting decision is the result of a massive business collapse that has been kept very quiet. Here is the rehook. You know Rachel Zoe as the stylist to the stars, the woman who launched the boho chic trend. But you need to understand the corporate structure of her life to understand why she is suddenly holding a diamond. According to People magazine on September 16, 2025, Rachel Zoe and her husband, Roger Berman, announced their divorce after 26 years of marriage. But Roger wasn't just her husband. For nearly 3 decades, he was the co-CEO and the financial brain behind Rachel Zoe Inc. We dug into the business history. Per detailed reports from the business of fashion dating back to 2014, it was Roger who negotiated the licensing deals, the clothing lines, and the media partnerships. They didn't just share a bank account, they shared a brand's identity. When a couple like this divorces, it is not just about splitting custody of the kids, it is about dissolving a complex corporate partnership. When a primary business asset is co-owned by divorcing spouses, liquid cash becomes king. You need money to buy the other person out, or you need independent income to survive while the assets are frozen or being evaluated by forensic accountants. This is where the timing becomes suspicious. Rachel Zoe has turned down the Real Housewives for years. She had her own show, The Rachel Zoe Project, which she controlled completely. Why would she join an ensemble cast now, where she has zero editorial control? The answer is the guaranteed rate. Reality TV contracts for high-profile names like Rachel Zoe often come with a signing bonus or a guaranteed fee per episode that is paid out quickly. Unlike retail sales, which fluctuate, or styling gigs, which are inconsistent, a Bravo contract is a verified income stream that is separate from the marital pot of the business. Per rumors circulating on the Bravo Real Housewives forums in mid-2025, insiders suggested that Rachel's lifestyle brands were seeing a dip in engagement. If the business is struggling and the marriage is ending, Rachel needs a new platform to relaunch herself as a solo entity. She is not there to make friends with Sutton Strack. She is there to turn the cameras into a massive commercial for her next solo venture. The glamour is just a Trojan horse for the business pivot. Now let's look at the third player in this financial survival game, Dorit Kemsley. The narrative Dorit is pushing is that of the heartbroken wife who was blindsided by the end of her marriage to PK. But the receipts tell a story of a very strategic legal maneuver. Here is the rehook. While Dorit cries about the emotional toll, the court documents suggest this divorce was timed to save them from financial ruin. According to the official divorce filing obtained by Page 6 on May 10, 2025, Dorit listed her date of separation from PK as significantly earlier than when the news broke. Why does the date matter? In California law, debt incurred after the date of separation is generally considered separate debt, not community debt. We know from years of reporting by The Sun and the Daily Mail that PK has faced numerous legal battles over unpaid debts, ranging from casino markers in Las Vegas to disputes with business partners. By establishing a clear separation date, Dorit creates a legal firewall between her own future earnings, including her massive season 15 paycheck, and any new debts PK might accrue. Furthermore, let's talk about the house. Per real estate records surfaced by The Real Deal in early 2025, the Kemsley's Encino mansion has been a subject of speculation regarding loans and encumbrances. A divorce forces the sale of the asset. It provides a legal reason to liquidate the house, pay off the creditors, and split whatever is left. If they had stayed married, selling the dream home would look like a failure. But selling the home because of a divorce, that generates sympathy. It frames a financial necessity as an emotional tragedy. Dorit is smart. She knows that without the show, she creates no independent revenue. By timing the divorce filing right before the season started, she guaranteed that her storyline would be central. She made herself essential to the production. If she had filed quietly in the off-season and settled it privately, she might have been demoted to a friend of. Instead, she is front and center, ensuring that paycheck clears. Now, let's go even deeper into the cast dynamics, because there's a new player that throws a wrench into Rachel Zoe's plan. The expectation was that Rachel would come in as the wealthiest, most connected woman in the room. But Bravo cast a foil, Amanda Frances. Here is the rehook. You might not know Amanda Frances, but she is a self-made money mindset coach who has generated millions in digital course sales. Why does this matter? Because it disrupts the hierarchy. Usually, the new girl is aspirational, but but reports from the set suggest a palpable tension between the old Hollywood wealth of Rachel Zoe and the new money energy of Amanda Frances. Rachel's wealth is tied to physical products, licensing, and a crumbling marriage. Amanda's wealth is liquid, digital, and independent. This creates a fascinating power struggle that we haven't seen since the early days of Adrienne Maloof.
We are seeing reports that Amanda is not bowing down to the fashion icon status of Rachel. In fact, sources tell Us Weekly that there have already been clashes where the validity of their businesses was brought up. For Rachel, this is a nightmare. She joined the show to be the queen bee of style, to have everyone fawn over her archives. Instead, she is being confronted by a younger, digitally native woman who doesn't care about a vintage Halston dress if the bank account doesn't match the height. This isn't just a clash of personalities. It is a clash of economic generations. And where does this leave the audience? We are watching a season that is fundamentally about women fighting for their financial futures. Kyle Richards is fighting to keep her spot as the highest-paid housewife by producing the drama herself. Rachel Zoe is fighting to separate her brand from her husband and stay relevant in a changing market. Dorit Kemsley is fighting to create a legal firewall against debt and secure a solo income. The pretty woman days of Beverly Hills are over. The lifestyle porn is gone. What we are watching now is foreclosure prevention disguised as a dinner party. So when you watch the trailer and you see Rachel Zoe saying her catchphrases, or you see Dorit crying in a confessional, do not be fooled by the edit. Ask yourself, who benefits financially from this scene? Per a report from Vulture back in 2024, the salary for a veteran housewife can range upwards of $500,000 a season. For Kyle, it's rumored to be much more. This is high-stakes employment. The producers at Evolution Media know exactly what they are doing. They cast women on the brink of major life transitions because desperation makes for great television. They knew Rachel needed the money. They knew Dorit needed the distraction, and they knew Kyle would do anything to keep her crown. The reality of season 15 is that the fourth wall is crumbling. We aren't watching wealthy women having fun. We are watching a business transaction play out in real time. If you want to understand the specific playbook Kyle Richards uses to manipulate these storylines, you have to understand her history. She has done this before with Lisa Vanderpump, with Denise Richards, and with her own sisters. We have compiled a complete deep dive into the Kyle Richards manipulation method. It breaks down season by season exactly how she sets up her targets and keeps her hands clean. It is essential viewing if you want to decode what is happening right now with Rachel and Dorit. Click this playlist right here to see the receipts on Kyle's production secrets. You will never watch the show the same way again.